There's a plane coming into land, but we'll be out of here before he gets here. Let's just make sure there's no traffic around here, and our wind looks good. Wharton traffic lights board trike, 0 uniform November. Taking off runway 14 will be departing to the east. Wharton.
Wharton traffic is 0 Papa Alpha, 2 miles to the northeast, crossing north midfield at 1,600 area right downwind for 14 Wharton traffic.
You ready?
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
This is absolutely amazing. Do you have any idea what these crops are underneath us?
Nope.
It almost looks like the ground is painted.
Yeah, those look like brushstrokes.
So the feeling of this is very similar to riding a motorcycle, except we're 2,000 feet above the ground.
Interesting. So I've always thought of this as like the motorcycle to the sky, but I've never actually ridden a motorcycle before, so I'm glad to have someone who's done both confirm it. So these stacks over here are the remnants of an old sulfur processing plant. Apparently, they found like, I think it was the largest sulfur deposit in the world over here.
Oh wow.
Like way back in, I don't know, like the 30s or something. And so this little town over here, it's the town of New Gulf. The company that was doing the sulfur mining actually built this town to service the mining operation. But it's no longer there.
That's really interesting, actually.
No longer operating, so yeah, I don't know what the people who live here do, or how many people are still here. Pulsars out over here. I'm going to climb up a bit since we're about to fly over a bunch of trees. It'll extend my glide in the event of an engine failure. Don't want to land in trees if we can avoid it.
Yeah, I second that.
Alright, I'll level off here. We're about 2,600 feet. These are reliable engines, so an engine failure is very unlikely, but you always have to be prepared.
Makes sense. Have you ever had to do an emergency landing?
No, but we train for it, you know, it's part of the private pilot check ride is at some point the examiner will just be like, okay, your engine just failed, what are you going to do? So you I mean, you don't have to actually land, but you have to set up for a landing.
It looks like a giant solar farm.
Yes, that is what it is.
It's massive.
This one is actually not that big. I've flown over bigger ones. So these facilities over here are actually a series of prisons.
Oh, interesting.
I don't want to like fly over them though because they might think we're
dropping in some contraband.
Right. And like, you laugh, but like that's actually a serious concern.
Oh yeah, I know.
They get touchy about this stuff. So.
I've seen some shows like when the drones first started coming out. There's all kinds of people sneaking. Like I don't know if you call it sneaking, but they would fly drones over the prisons and drop stuff into them. And now, like I want to say that a lot of the prisons have like restricted airspace for drones over them now.
Yeah, I don't know anything about drone laws. But this is actually Brazos Bend State Park up here. We don't get a good view of it right now because the sun is in our face. But I'll fly past it. There's a little pier out over there on the lake.
Oh yeah, I see people on it.
Unfortunately, it's kind of a hazy day. If it was clear, we would be able to see the Houston skyline. Yeah, there are a bunch of mountains in these lakes, little walking trails around them. These houses are all packed very tightly together, but then you go over here and they're all
Those are like the cookie cutter homes.
Right.
Some of these houses are just massive.
Yeah. This is Houston Southwest Airport over here. It's a small unpowered airport.
The one we're flying over right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm disappointed that we can't see the skyline, but it would be somewhere over here. Going to lose a little bit of altitude because we cannot go above 2,000 feet here.
Those towers look crazy from this kind of view.
Yeah. I've never gotten that close to them before, so that was kind of one of the things I wanted to do on this flight.
How high are we right now?
We are
1,440 feet over the ground.
So those towers are more than 1,000 foot tall?
They are like 2,000 feet tall.
That's impressive.
They are taller than any building in the United States. Yeah, this is, they call it the Missouri City Antenna Farm, but it's where most of the, if not all of the TV and radio stations in Houston are broadcast from.
Okay. I actually applied for a job to be the one that goes up and like changes the light bulbs on towers like that.
Holy crap.
I didn't get it obviously, but I would totally do it.
I would be pretty freaked out about that. Yeah, I'm not going to get too close to these guys because they've got guy wires that are very hard to see.
I see it. I can see them on this one that's directly in front of us, but it's just crazy to see something so skinny that's so tall.
Yeah.
It's a very awesome feeling for me to look down at the ground and see cars and like people, because when I'm on the ground and I see things like this fly over me, I'm always like, oh, that'd be so fun, I want to do that.
Airplanes too.
That house looks like something out of Star Wars.
Yeah. It looks like some kind of a puzzle, and you have to like rotate the pieces.
It's interesting, this water is like, it's all clear here and then it gets all murky and like you can see it kind of bleeding into it, like...
Yeah. It looks like chocolate milk.
It really does.
Ooh, we get to fly over a train.
Oh, that's cool. Oh wow, that's a long train.
Yeah, trains, you know, when you're on the ground, I mean, yeah, you're sitting at, you know, a crossing for a while, and so you get the sense that they're long, but until you see them from the air, you can't fully appreciate it.
Oh my goodness, that is so... That's a long train right there. I would not like to sit behind that one.
So this power plant is a combination coal and natural gas plant. But the coal portion is the impressive part. And that's all this over here. It was the largest fossil fuel powered power plant in the country until they opened one, a natural gas plant in Florida a few years back that was bigger. So now it's the second biggest.
It is a very big plant.
Yeah, so they've got door stacks and then these big cooling apparatuses.
It's very interesting how they have like the water, like it looks like it's like sectioned off or something.
Yeah, it's probably what's going on is the water is flowing out of one way and coming in the other way. Like on the other end, and it goes through like a path. But all this black stuff over here is coal. And you can see the train over here. The train circles it, brings the coal in. And then these conveyors over here bring it into the facility.
That's actually really cool to see like kind of the operation of that. Also the fact that that train almost wraps around and touches itself in the front. That's a very interesting neighborhood. There's a party going on at that house.
There's another big solar farm right here. But I'm going to maneuver to the upset side of it so we can get a better look at it.
That is a lot of solar panels. Wow, that's just kind of mind-blowing. I couldn't imagine like having to go and set all those up.
Yeah, I think that might be the biggest one that I've flown over. It's kind of hard to say though, because like a lot of times they have several of them that are like close together, and it's kind of hard to say where one stops and the next one begins.
This little cut through the, like, that's super interesting. It looks like a zipper almost.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. This guy's got a stable, and it looks like a basketball court and 2 pickleball courts.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, we're about 9 minutes away from work. We still have plenty of daylight though if you wanted to just fly around a bit more.
It's up to you. I'm fine either way.
This is your flight, whatever you want to do.
I'm enjoying it. It's been very, very fun.
Well, I'll give you two choices. We can fly straight back, or we can go fly over the wind turbines.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun.
All right. So, yeah, this will be the fourth time I have flown with a passenger, but the first time in this trike.
Oh. So wait, I'm your first passenger in this trike?
Yep.
Woohoo! Not the first. It's really cool to see a windmill from above this close. I mean, I've flown over windmill farms, you know, in commercial flights, but you're always like way, 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 way above them.
Yeah.
This is so cool to fly over a windmill.
According to the chart, these are 713 feet tall at their, like when the blade is pointing straight up.
Yeah. That's really tall. I wonder why that one over there is not spinning.
It's a rebel. It's on strike.
What does the red button do?
Oh, that's push to talk on the radio.
Oh.
Warden traffic, lights for trike, 0 uniform November is 7 miles south-southeast at 1,300, inbound to landing 14, Warden.
You sound so professional when you do that.
I try.
It's a crop circle on the right.
Warden traffic, lights for trike, right base to final, 14, full stop, Warden. So you probably know this, but at untowered airports, airplanes have to talk to each other, and if there's a traffic conflict, they have to work it out.
Yeah.
Between each other. Don't have anyone telling us what to do.
It's crazy to feel the temperature difference.
Oh yeah.
It felt nice up there. This is really cool to see the runway in front of me. That was smooth.
Thank you.
Oh, the temperature change is so like dramatic. That was amazing.